Hi guys, welcome to today's lesson on Article 14 and 15 of the UNCRC. Article 14 says it's all about the right to the freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. And Article 15 pairs with Article 14. It's about the freedom of association and assembly of the child. So the UNCRC gives the child the right to freedom of religion, thought, conscience, association, and assembly. And these are also written in the Human Rights Convention, the freedom of religion. For children, we know, especially when they're in their toddler or childhood stages, they normally take on the religion of their parents or the religion of their society, the dominant religion in their society. However, as they grow older, they want to express themselves and they should be allowed the right to choose a particular religion. We know that the freedom of religion in many countries it is limited. Many adult members of nations or many nations, the adults, they do not have the right to exercise the freedom of religion. We know because of history also that the religious debate, this is actually a never-ending debate. Many wars have been fought over religion. Religion is seen or it's used in many cases to control the masses. So many people are wary of the religious debate. We know that many religious groups in nations, they're being persecuted because of their practices and beliefs. However, we that live in the Western nations, we see many different forms of religions and we see people practicing their right to the freedom of religion. However, in many Asian nations or in African countries, the right to religion, it is not as in many Western countries where you have so many different religion and religious practices and everybody is living in harmony. In many countries, the nation, it has a particular religion and citizens of that nation, it's either they conform to that religion or they are persecuted. So this is one of the human and children rights that is very limited. And of course, this problem, it has gone on for ages and there is not a visible solution. I'm sure many people have tried to solve this problem. However, it is a solution is not, was never, they did not come up with a solution. Also, we in our modern times also, and we don't see a solution to the religious debate because there are so many different religions and of course people believe their own ideas and their own practices and their own God. However, what I like in the Human Rights Convention, it actually says that everybody is free to practice their own religious ideas and beliefs as long as it's not harmful to other people, harmful to other citizens. So, the freedom of religion, it is a human right. People should be allowed to practice their human right to the freedom of religious association and assembly. However, we know it is written, but many places in the world, people, not only children, but adults, they're limited. They're being persecuted or they're not allowed to practice their religious belief. So that is it for the freedom of religion, freedom of thought, and the freedom of association and assembly. So the freedom of religion, children do have the right. It is written in the UNCRC. It is also written in the United Nations Charter of Rights. So it is a human right and it is a children right. But we're practical and many people, they cannot practice their right to the freedom of religion because of maybe their location or the ideologies of the country that they're living in, or even in individual families, we see family members being restricted to practice a particular religion that is not the family religion. So the debate of religious freedom and expression, this is a never-ending debate, and it can go on and on for months. We don't know if there will be a solution. However, it is a human right, and persons, individuals, children, adult members of society, they should be able to choose whatever religion they want to be a part of, as long as it's not harming other human beings or themselves. So that is it for the freedom of religion and assembly and association. Okay, 2 weeks ago, I said my book, it has been translated in Spanish, and it was to be on Amazon maybe last week. Yes, it has not been out as yet. However, I've done my part. I've given all that I'm supposed to give into barbecue. So barbecue are the persons that are publishing the book. However, the good news is barbecue, they have many distributors. So it will be an ebook, of course, in Spanish, Resilience by Trisha Morrison. But then now it will be distributed over many different distributors. So Barnes and Noble, you guys will get my book, can get the book from Barnes and Nobles. Of course, the Spanish version from Google, from Kobo. It was about 10 different publishers. But the Barnes and Noble one, I was like, oh my God. So I'm going to be actually published and Barnes and Nobles. So that was like a big thing for me. And of course, I just want to say to everybody who supports me, thank you, and have a blessed week. Of course, I do not know exactly the date when the books will be out, because there are so many different distributors, but as soon as I know, I will let you guys know. But the book, it has been translated in Spanish, and it will be out, and it will be out over many different distributors. So it will also be on Apple, it will be on Google Play, which is very good. Bye.